Patrick is the first one up. He says, how best to create another AdWords account if you have one suspended? Use a different Gmail account. It's that easy. Just use a different Gmail account. In fact, if you're using a free Gmail account, I would encourage you to set up a workspace account on your primary domain. Patrick, whatever your primary domain is, if you have an agency, use your agency domain, set up a workspace account, and then create an AdWords account under that workspace account. Does that make sense? That's what I do. I try to do everything in workspace accounts now, guys, not free Gmail accounts. There are certain things that I use from vendors that I will still get that were developed under free Gmail accounts like DriveStacks and G-Sites and things like that oftentimes. But if I'm going to start building out like a Google Ads campaign, a Google Business Profile campaign, or if I'm going to start building rank and rent assets for organic only, I'm still going to create workspace accounts. In fact, like I said, for the live streaming stuff that I'm doing in the morning, I bought multiple domains, brands that I purchased specifically to build these projects out. And I took I think I bought 5 or 6 domains that are all branded domains of various brand names that I created. And I went ahead and set up for the initial project, I set up 2 workspace accounts on 2 of those domains, because that's the first freaking step I do. In fact, I even bought those domains through Google Domains through one of my other workspace accounts. So you go in, I log into Workspace in one of my primary accounts, then I go to domains.google, it's domains.google, and then purchase the domains through Google so that I can just check a box and it automatically adds Workspace to those domains with all the DNS records, the DMARC, SPF, DKIM, all that kind of stuff is already automatically added. So it just makes it a lot easier. And I do that specifically because those are validation signals, guys. When you purchase Workspace, you've got a credit card on file. That is a validating signal to Google. Instead of, everybody spams free Gmails, but very few people spam Workspace accounts because you have to put your name on it and a credit card. So that's why I said it's an instant authority booster in Google is to use a Workspace account. So when you have an AdWords account suspended, I would encourage you. And by the way, I've found it's not always the case. I have had things suspended that were developed through a Workspace account, but it's a lot less likely. In other words, a Google Business Profile that is established under a Workspace account is a lot less likely to get terminated or suspended. Again, because of additional validation signals. And same thing with an AdWords account. If you have an AdWords account, you can, if you do that through a Workspace account, now I'm not going to say you can't get your AdWords account suspended, because you certainly can if you're violating terms of service, but there's reasons to also, again, have all of those are validation signals to Google, right? When you put when you put your name to something in a credit card on file and billing address, that instantly increases the validity of that account, right? It validates the account is what I'm saying. Hopefully that makes sense.